Masaru loves Hiroko as much as Maki loves Kaito. Oh. He's like, Mama. I cry every time. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Zenith Tuna. Dave, Anomaly, the Anomakars, if you know me as the man who's encouraging you to get some sleep. Get a good night's rest today. But to most of you, David, welcome back to another phenomenal, fantastic episode of the, wait for it, don't wait too much longer because it is time for the, my soundboard wasn't on the right profile. I was totally ready to start this. Now I can say, hey, Danganronpa Hunger Games. Today, we are celebrating an OG, a classic, Legends of the Hidden Temple. It was a fantastic show back in the yonder days, back before some of your times, back in my day. Whew. We got 6 teams here, the 6 teams that were represented in Legends of the Hidden Temple. I'm talking about the Red Jaguars, the Blue Barracudas, the Green Monkeys, the Orange Iguanas, the Purple Parrots, and the Silver Snakes, and we got Danganronpa characters creating those teams, one from each of the each of the installments, and then one extra character who was like, you know what? I think they fit in this group. Let's introduce all of the teams here so far. Here, today, we have your Agent of Chaos Togami in charge of the Red Jaguars with Gundam, Hiroko, Tenko, the Great Gozu, and Akane, the Blue Barracudas. We see Hina heading off with Nekomaru, Yuta, Kaede, Chisa, and Makoto. The Green Monkeys are here to have a good time with Leon, Ibuki, Masaru, Gonta, Maya, and Hira. And then we go to the Orange Iguanas. The Orange Iguanas, headed by Kyoko, sees Fat Togami, Haiji, Shuichi, Mitarai, and Rantaro. The Purple Parrots, headed by Mukuro, sees Crazy Yoko, Shirakuma, we haven't seen you in a hot minute, Kibo, Izuyoi, and Nagisa, and lastly, the Silver Snakes, headed by, you guessed it, freaking Sayaka, with Pekka, Monica, Samugi, Tengen, and Celeste, and where we see Celeste, of the squad, the champion of champions, there is one thing that must follow. Don't make your picks yet. We got a wheel to spin. It's starting to grow a little bit larger. It's not big yet, but it's hit at this percentage before. It's hit at most percentages before. It's time. I didn't even say 3, 2, 1, but it is indeed recording. Are y'all ready? For what could be Chaos reigning, for what could be Celeste cutting her championship reign short? I surely hope not. Togami, what do you have in store for us today? Is it gold? Is it a title match? Or is it just a jolly good time celebrating Legends of the Hidden Temple? It is. Oh, it's just order remaining. He's like, you know what? I vibe with this show. You know what, Togami? He's probably... wait, why can't I stop this thing? Thank you. Alright, I couldn't stop it for a second. I was like, you will not stop this for... No, we stopped it. And now we must continue. Make your picks. First of all, which team do you think you fit in on? The Silver Snakes, the Purple Parrots? Are you an Orange Iguana, a Green Monkey, Blue Barracuda, or perhaps a Red Jaguar? Which team do you prefer? I'm gonna take a little second to think about that too. And then tell me first, second, and third. Make those picks in the comments because your comments are fantastic. They are glorious. They are absolutely phenomenal. Like this one, like that one, and of course, like that one right there. I do have to take a second to think about this. I've always liked the Blue Barracudas, and it just does fit, because I'm Team Blue Team, you know what I'm saying? I was all for the Blue Barracudas when I was younger, but like, as I've grown older, I don't know. I kind of vibe with the Purple Parrots. Kinda do. I'm stuck between, like, Purple Parrots and Blue Barracudas, but, like, that's where I'm vibing mostly. That's where I'm vibing. However, for first, second, and third, it's a different story. Give me Shirakuma for first. I think Shirakuma's like, I'm making the most of my limited opportunities. I might not be back until the 1 versus 100 episode. It might be a 1 versus 101 episode. We'll see. Shirakuma's like, this is my time to shine, this is my spotlight, let's do this. For second, give me the Great Gozu. For some reason, I think Gozu is gonna have one heck of a match today, and give me... Yeah, I'll take Hero. I was like, something about Hero is looking, I think he's got a plan today. I think he's got a good plan. I think it's gonna be a fantastic time. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start this thing. I bet you're wondering, how are we gonna start this thing? Well, you know what we have to do. Nothing. Oh, great. Well, you know, if Asner's gonna take his time to get here, maybe I could just take this time to talk to you guys. Have you been? Been doing good? Have you been sleeping well lately? Now, I know, sleep is kind of a mysterious thing. It's honestly one of science's greatest mysteries. But as a certified sleep counselor, I'm here to help you out. Hi, I am the United States Aviator, certified sleep counselor. And if I can get my arm through this other armhole, I'll look a little bit more official. Still not there. Hey, I could have done that better. I've done it better in my dreams. Now, I've been studying sleep as of late, and I'm answering the biggest questions. Why do we sleep? It's really an insane phenomenon. It's a moment of time where we are completely vulnerable. Anyone could just take you out in your sleep. And you would think through the evolutionary process, different species of animals would have just phased that out. It's literally a moment. It's a time where you could get attacked by predators. You'd fall victim to some sort of natural thing that you wouldn't have any control over. You would think that it would phase it out because it would seem some sort of, like, it seems useless, but no. No, sleep prevails. Sleep still exists. And so why? Why is the question? Why is this time where we remain unconscious? We let our minds wander. Why does it survive? Why is it still around? What is it good for? Not absolutely nothing. That much is true. You can do anything in your sleep. In fact, close your eyes right now. Think, imagine, just relax. Ease your shoulders. Bring your eyes back up. See, look what you did. The power of just resting your eyes briefly brought Asnir back into existence to start this episode. Hey, thank you. And thanks, sleep. Let's start this thing. Why don't I'm gonna keep this on because, you know, I don't get too many opportunities to wear this lab coat, and I got it for freaking college chemistry, and after that lab I never had to use it again. But boy, am I glad that I have it because it's great. Hey, Asnir, the good people, they brought you here to start this episode. We got one, we got two. Oh no. That's a one. Oh my. This isn't about to be a dream, it's about to be a nightmare, ladies and gentlemen. Should I, like, roll these children of Asnir that they're literally still all around here? Like, if I would just, like, if I reach my hand down, I could probably find I could probably find another one. This isn't a bit. This isn't a part of it. This isn't a planned bit. They're just around. Like, sometimes I've literally turned and woken up and there's been one just in my bed and I'm like, how did you get here? What are you doing? I think I'm losing my mind because of his children, but I'm not losing sense of how many times we were simulating. It's just one time. Are you ready? I hope you are. Shall we? Let's go on. We've re-simulated. It's a single one, and we will proceed right here, right now. And we see, yikes, my employee of the month. As the tribute sound on the podiums, the horns, they don't sound now. Horn bearers, I know that you were, a lot of you caught that the horn bearers were missing last week, and I do know why. I had to play a recording of the horn bearers even though they weren't here. We'll get to that in the future. We will get to that. There's a reason behind that, a rhyme and reason. But I'm not gonna belabor it. I'm gonna have a smile on my face and say, horn bearers, I'm glad you're back. Please sound The horns. Horn bears, thank you. You love to hear that. You love to hear them, shall we? Let's do it. Nekomaru throws a knife into Nagisa's chest. He is out immediately. And that brings into my mind that I do need to pull out these secret achievements real quick. Some of them could hit in the bloodbath. Will they? I don't know. Mukuro grabs a chainsaw as Tinko watches with envy as Crazy Yoko and Hiro kiss before leaving the cornucopia. Scandalous. Gozu takes a shackle from his other cornucopia. I'll never live it down. Izioi runs away from the cornucopia. Togami runs away as well. So does Sayaka. Hiroko sets out an explosive, killing Gundam and Fat Togami. Hina receives a vision of her dying brutally at the hands of Rantaro and Kaede. As she sees them approaching, she uses this force act to avoid dying. Chisa overpowers Haiji, killing him. Yuta rides into the arena on a flying bison. Samugi just runs away from the cornucopia. Ibuki uses her signature move to kill Mitarai. Well, Kyoko runs away from the cornucopia. The comment section bet all of their coins on Makoto, so Makoto better win. Masaru brought a tray of freshly baked cookies. Kibo doesn't get any though. Shirokuma runs away with a lighter and some rope. Pekko runs away as well. Tengen finds a 64 pack of Crayola crayons in the cornucopia. Gonta begs for one of the weapons that Monika's picked up. She feels bad and reluctantly gives it to Gonta. Really? Monika feels bad? Huh. I guess her heart grew 3 sizes this day. Celeste finds a teleporter and teleports her to the despair dimension. Oh my. Who built a teleporter? And who teleported our champ there? I bet it was the entourage. Shuichi clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Leon and Maya fight for a bag. Maya strangles Leon with the straps and runs. Akane finds a kazoo in a cornucopia and attempts to play it tremendously, but instead fails tremendously. We'll proceed once again and we will see. Day 1 begins. Kibo is making the Great Gozu angry. You are not gonna like the Great Gozu when he's angry. When he's angry, he's AV Mania ready. Rantaro creates his own super identity and enlists Samugi as his sidekick. That's dangerous, my guy. You want to work with Samugi. You, Rantaro, wants to work with Samugi. Where's Mawata? That might be bad idea of the month, Rantaro. Congratulations, you got it. Tinko. Claire says Celeste and says, do you want to die? Celeste literally runs away. She's like, I'm the champ, I am the champ, I'm the champ. Masaru sets up an ice cream shack. Kyoko comes to buy some. It was actually just delicious. Buki can't wait to kill Sayaka this game. You get there, you do it. Akane reminisces about season 1. Mukuro does a sick kickflip. Sick! And Gonta does a cool skateboarding trick to amuse Yuta. Everyone's out here tricking out. Makoto receives a first aid kit from the comments section. There's a lot of first aid kits going around. From our protagonist, Shurakuma gets a gift from a secret admirer. It's a box of chocolates. He's probably like, oh, well, thank you. Maya rests in a fruit tree. Togami and Pekko make a list of chores for Tengen to complete. Izioi puts on a pair of stutter shades, increasing his aesthetic level tenfold, making Hina and Chisa both envious. Crazy Yoko confides in Shuichi. Shuichi takes notes so he can exploit her later. Sayaka starts to hang mistletoe in the arena, but Hiroko swoops in, snaps her arm, burns that mistletoe. Nekomaru goes hunting, and Kaede tells Hiro that she is a cardboard clone of Kaede created by Avi. I did do that. Cardboard technology these days, I'll tell you what. Monika puts all of her faith into Tua. Are we gonna have another day 1 arena event? We wouldn't dare, would we? Okay, I was like, we might. We lost 6. That is 1/6 of our competition. 30 people remain after this. Claire de Lune 4. Nagisa. Gundam. Fat Togami. Haiji. Mitarai. Leon. I'm surprised one of these hasn't hit yet. I am very surprised that one of these hasn't hit yet. But that's a future us problem, right? The current us problem is looking at everybody's statuses. We got only 1 member down from the Red Jaguars. It's like a team game between Red and Blue, but like, you want to make sure that your Legends of the Hidden Temple team does well. Blue Barracudas, they're rocking out. Green Monkeys, they only lost Leon. Orange Iguanas have suffered many casualties. They've lost half of their team, which means they were half of the casualties of this round. Goodness gracious. Purple Parrots have only lost my Employee of the Month, and the Silver Snakes are still slithering about, but we still have a game to get on the road, don't we? We still have to proceed, don't we? Oh, we do. let's go ahead, let's proceed. We will see what else unfolds. 30 competitors. Secret achievements, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see? Yeah, we'll see. Peko acts cute, oh. Shirakuma tries to treat his infection. Ibuki receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Delightful. Hina commits tax evasion. Monica hates Gonta so strongly she created a squad against Gonta. How could you? You felt bad for him earlier and now you hate him so much. Hiro repeatedly stabs Celeste to death with sighs. Thank goodness chaos didn't reign today. Maya finds a special charm that allows her to transform into a magical girl. Now it's time to fight some evildoers. Chisa uses all of her mana coins to buy out Avi's wares and despairs for the day. That's right, Chisa. You better believe that. I'ma remember that. Good on you. Hope for you. Crazy Yoko fends Rantaro, Gozu, and Tengen away from her fire. Akane has no more motivation. Masaru loves Hiroko as much as Maki loves Kaito. Oh. He's like, Mama. I cry every time. Nekomaru misses his planned meeting with Kyoko and now has a sad feeling in his chest. Makoto and Togami start kicking Kibo for unknown reasons. Sayaka finishes her nighttime coffee before joining in as well. Mukuro was too cute for this world and ascended to a different plane of existence. All cute. Shuichi and Kaede create their own secret code language so they can communicate safely without any unwanted eavesdroppers listening in. Yudo uses the spirit of the Great Pumpkin to change the arena date to October. Well, I guess it's spooky season in July. Tinko her ultimate move is fully charged. The Neo Aikido kick, I guess, or slam, probably a slam. Tsumugi finds a big red button, so does Izuyoi. However, Tsumugi's was a bomb, and pressing the button activated it. Izuyoi wanted that, but to his disappointment, his button was not a bomb. In fact, it didn't do diddly squat. We'll proceed to day 2. There are 2 types of buttons in this world. Maya receives a knife from an unknown sponsor. Kibo gives Masaru's blessings to marry Gonta. They don't know what's going on. Kibo's malfunctioning. Mew, where are you? Fix that man's. Sayaka and Izui make a list of toys for Nekomaru to complete. Don't you bully my member of the squad. Tinko and Kyoko have a picnic on a cliff. Surprisingly, nothing goes wrong. Hina poisons Monika's drink but mistakes it for her own and dies. Hina, come on. Shuichi asks for Chisa's axolotl. She happily shows Shuichi an axolotl in a bucket. Akane advertises her Fangon to Hiroko. Hiroko's actually impressed and checks it out. Kaede uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Crazy Yoko, which shockingly works, leaving Crazy Yoko literally dumbfounded. Rantaro, Makoto, Gozu, Hiro, Togami, and Ibuki have a scrum debate on who the best protagonist is. Well, there's only one protagonist in that group, so I think Makoto might have the edge, or is at least biased. Shirakuma and Yuda are sitting in a tree, KSSING. Peko eats dirt, delicious, and Tengen wants a nickname similar to sharpshooting, steel-minded big sister Sarah here to save ya. Will you get one? It's a potential, but we didn't lose too many. And it is just 4. Every so often, it's been a lot of like early arena events, so like every time I click proceed, I'm like, is it the Claire de Lune? It is the Claire de Lune, and it's a Claire de Lune 4. Celeste, Mukuro, Tsumugi, Hina. And now we're at 26? Yeah, we had 36. We're at 26. The Red Jaguar still only lost Gundam. They're still doing very well, but Hina now has been a mark sullying the Blue Barracudas. Everyone else still in. Green Monkeys have only lost Leon. Orange Iguanas have stayed with their 3 of the Purple Parrots, are now down to Crazy Yoko, Shirakuma, Kibo, and Izuyoi. And the Silver Snakes have lost the champion and a former champion in Tsumugi. 26 remains, still slightly larger than a standard size game, so you know what we gotta do. We're not even at saving grace picks yet. Let's proceed. Let's see if any of these secret achievements hit, and let's go on to see Maya hitting Shuichi with some sweet chin music. Crazy Yoko tries to see into the secret underground arena, located in the arena, but gets turned away by the bouncer. Ibuki accidentally burns down Avi's wares and despairs, but that's my homie. That's one of my ride or dies. I'ma let it slide. She'll be okay. Kyoko, Makoto, Yuda, Tinko all find a big red button. Kyoko presses it. They all scream, "You've doomed us all," but you know what happens? Not doom, but the horns. The horn bearers appeared once again, and once again they're making up for lost time because now they are sounding the horns. Oh, thank you, horn bearers, but we have a show to get on the road, don't we? Then let's do it. Chisa unknowingly stalks and buries Akane, panics and tries to cure Chisa, succeeds. Unable to get a fire going, Kaede, Hiroko, and Rantaro are forced to huddle together for warmth. Hiro goes to Love Sozo with Monica, but ends up waking up next to Nekomaru. Togami holds a secret meeting with Peko, Kibo, Tengen, and Shirakuma. Sayaka's unknown sponsors Masaru, Izuyoi, and Gonta start prepping for Spooky Month by doing the spooky dance. Gozu proceeds to kill them because it's not Halloween. Well, actually, Gozu, I don't know if you got the memo, but it is technically October now. Thanks to Yuta. Gozu says, I don't play by your calendar or Yuta's calendar. We'll proceed. And we see Shuichi's also saying that he's a cardboard clone. So we're saying Kaede and Shuichi are both cardboard clones, created by me. That's a possibility. Kaede starts saying a mistletoe, but Maya swoops in, snaps her arm, burns that mistletoe. Monica freeze ray stops time, actually. It isn't an ice beam, though. That's too Kibo for her taste. Chisa kills Rantaro while he's asleep. That's what I was talking about earlier! That's exactly what I was talking about earlier! I said specifically, how on earth did sleep persist? It's literally several hours of vulnerability. Even Rantaro has unfortunately and dreadfully, fatally witnessed this. And yet sleep persists. Hello, I'm the United States Aviator Certified Sleep Counselor. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of loving that bit. Let's proceed. Nekomaru accidentally destroys Masaru's cabbage stands. It's cabbages! Akane encounters a fruit bat, takes a liking to her, joins her side. Hiroko hates how she acted in the past and disgusted by what she did in the past. She wants to move past this phase in her life and actively become a better person. I'm proud of her. Ibuki accidentally steps on a landmine. Crazy Yoko, Togami, and Sayaka track down and kill Kyoko. Rest in peace. Peko commits a crime and runs away giggling. She's crazy. Makoto fishes. Tengen catches Yuta crawled up in a ball, rocking back and forth, sucking on his thumb. It seems like he's lost it. He's crazy. Tinko, as an employee of Avi's Wares and Despairs, prepares for the inevitable shopping raid. Hiro receives pancakes from me. You know what? You got it. You get on. Get those pancakes, Hiro. You're one of my picks. So is Shirakuma, though, but he dies from thirst. I didn't give him a bottle of water. That's my bad. I should have. Shirakuma, stay hydrated, my lad. Especially before we get this Clear Day Loon, right? Right. I really risked that one. It's a Clear Day Loon 4. Wait, I was drinking water. Izuyoi, Gonta, Rantaro, Ibuki, Kyoko, Shirakuma. We'll see everybody's statuses. We are down to 20, right? I can read, right? It's not about reading, I can math, right? I did math. 20 are left. Togami, Hiroko, Tenko, the Great Gozu, and Akane. The Red Jaguars are absolutely killing it, but so are the Blue Barracudas. In fact, it's really a big mission between Red versus Blue, and ain't that fitting for this season. Nekomaru, Yuta, Kaede, Chisa, and Makoto. The Green Monkeys have Masaru, Maya, and Hiro. The Orange Iguanas are now just left with their sole survivor, Shuichi. The Purple Bears still have Crazy Yoko and Kibo, and the Silver Snakes have only lost Samugi and Celeste. They still have Tengen, Monica, Peko, and freaking Sayaka. No other secret achievements have hit. But we will see, we will proceed, and we will find out 10 more until your saving grace picks. Do you need them? I kind of need them, but we're not going to talk about me needing them, but we do have to proceed and see if I need them even more. Night 3 begins with Crazy Yoko finding a DDR machine, and you know what? She probably rocks at it because she's all about this dance, and she's got the schmoves. Balloons and sparkles appear out of nowhere. Yuta thinks he is the protagonist. In actuality, Shuichi is the protagonist. And Yuta is the quirky comic relief character. I kind of wanted Kaede to be here instead. Kaede starts producing a factory that mass produces mistletoe. Is that a threat? I'll remember that. Tinko finds a big red button, presses it. She doesn't actually. She's like, you know what? I'm not going to press it. I'm going to leave it be. Masaru finally finishes his novel. I didn't know he was writing one. Kibo and Monica vow to protect each other. Nekomaru makes a hot stew for dinner before bedding down for the night. Peko, Hiro, and Tengen cheerfully sing songs together. Makoto reminisces about season 7. Sayaka prays to Utu that she makes it out of here. With minimal bloodshed, of course. Gozu, Hiroko, Maya, and Chisa play a friendly game of Uno, in which Maya wins. Akane finds a secret stash of pancakes that I hypothetically hinted at. Good on you. Feast up. And I remark how I haven't seen Komodo dragons in a hot second. We've seen them recently. We have. I wish I didn't, though. But as I say that, a bank of Komodo dragons kills our agent of chaos, and he's not gonna like that. So Sayaka might not like, not Sayaka, Celeste might not like that. I'm staring Sayaka in the face, and I'm like, you know, it'd be great if she had maximum bloodshed, but we'll see. Never mind, I just give Sayaka pancakes. They're poison, I promise. I hope. I hope I didn't give anyone else the poison pancakes. Akane bashes Hero's head against a rock several times. I'll need some saving grace picks. Tengen receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a box of chocolates. Makoto eats too much gum and dies from horrible stomach pains in an effort to survive. Kibo tries to strangle Hiroko with toilet paper, but it's 2-ply. And it actually works, and Mom was gone. Gozu holds Chisa's head underwater, but Chisa grabs his arm and pulls her into the lake with her. Both tributes are unable to kill one another, so they both simply swim away. Kaede hangs up missiles on the arena. Pekka works for Avi, swears and despairs, and is sick and tired of so many people defecting to Yoko's items of misfortune, so she burns it down. Thank you. Luckily, Masaru, who works there, just brought insurance last week. Pekko screams in agony. Don't worry, you're winning this match, Pekko. You're winning it, I promise you. Monica starts writing a novel. Will she ever finish it? Learn from Masaru, he wrote one earlier. Crazy Yoko receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Maya wakes up and immediately has pancakes for breakfast. You know what that does for her. You know where she's going. She's going all the way to the World Pancake Championship Invitational. Maya? It's all you, girl. It's all you. Nekomaru's hat matches very well with his giant robot. I'm sorry, his what? Yuta makes a deal with Tenko. What kind of deal? And Shuichi steps on a Lego brick while barefoot and dies. It sounds like the orange iguanas are out of this one. And it's a guarantee that they're out of this one after this Claire de Lune 4. Togami. Hiro. Makoto. Hiroko. Shuichi. We'll see everybody's statuses. We are down to 15. The Red Jaguars are now halfway through their team. Tenko, the Great Gozu, and Akane remain. The Blue Barracuda still have 4 competitors: Nekomaru, Yuta, Kaede, Chisa. Masaru and Maya for the Green Monkeys are the last 2 survivors. The Orange Iguanas were the first team out. The Purple Parrots still have Crazy Yoko and Kibo. And the Silver Snakes, still doing surprisingly well, have 4 as well. Freaking Sayaka, Pekko, Monica, and Tengen. 5 more into your saving grace picks. What will unfold? What will happen when we get there? I don't know. Let's find out together. Well, let's proceed. But I need to like play the proceed music, or else I can't physically click it. See, look. Nope. I just click around it. Nope. Nothing. But if I click the music first, now click, it works like magic. Maya asked the Great Gozu to help her go to sleep. The Gozu was like, he's like, oh, AV Mania, lifts her up, drops her right onto his knee. She's out cold. I said that there haven't been Komodo dragons in a hot second ago, but like, they're here, and they get Tengen. Kotoko introduces Crazy Yoko to her long-lost twin, Kotoka. Yuta grabs a baseball bat and bashes Kaede to death with it. Rest in peace. Monica stands outside of Akane's camp with a candy pail. Akane gives Monica a king-size candy bar. You know, Akane, she does love the kids. Masaru shoots a poisonous dart into Pekko's neck, slowly killing her. Big yikes. Chisa defeats Kibo in a fight but spares his life. Tenko finds a dark Dave in the arena, befriends it, and Sayaka becomes Nekomaru's emergency food. You ate her? Goodness gracious! I guess that's... I don't know if I'm promoting that on the... Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, do your thing. You're part of the squad. Good job. Hey. It's feast time. And a cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, memoirs from the tribute's families. Masaru, Yuta, and Kibo get into a fight. Masaru actually triumphantly kills the first pancake champion, Kibo, and Yuta, Mr. Gold himself. Crazy Yoko bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Maya falls into a pit and dies. Chisa takes waffles from the cornucopia solely to spite Avi. I'll remember that. Tenko kills Monica with a sickle. Gozu destroys Akane's memoirs out of spite. And Nekomaru takes a staff leaning on a cornucopia. That's shocking. Not a single person grabbed a totem. The odds are upped as well. Goodness gracious. Hey. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but as we proceed, we still have another day to get through. And Akane tells Masaru that he's not a clown but the entire circus. You all are supposed to be friends. Masaru uses a seesaw effect to kill Tenko. Does that bring back some memories, Tenko? Oh my goodness. Gozu confesses how much he's come to hate Chisa. Chisa runs away crying. I think we lost 10 people. We lost 10 people. We're at your final 5 already. There will be no Samurai Woman, but there will be one last Claire de Lune, and it will be 4. Tengen. Kai A. Day. Pekka. Freaking Sayaka. Yuta. Kiba. Crazy Hyoko. Maya. Monica. Tenko. Well, I see everybody's statuses. It's your final 5. And interesting how we had so many members of Silver Snakes and they are gone in an instant. It is now 2 members of the Red Jaguars, 2 members of the Blue Barracudas, 1 member of the Green Monkeys. In terms of Red versus Blue, it is 3 members of Red Team and 2 members of Blue Team. And in terms of your saving grace picks, it's time for them. Saving grace picks. Red Jaguars. The Great Gozu and Akane. They are both still in. They're both trying to win, not just for themselves, but for their teams. Blue Barracudas. Nekomaru and Chisa. They want to go to that finale, but most importantly, it's Red versus Blue. You want to get your team that victory. And lastly, it is Masaru. Mr. Masaru. For the Green Monkeys. Now, I would like to say that in terms of Red versus Blue, it's a very close game. If Red Team sweeps, it's not a championship match, but if they sweep, and they could, they will, for the first time, I believe, take the lead, correct? Yeah, they would get 9 points. They would, for the first time, take the lead. If they get first and second and Blue gets third, I do believe we have a tie game on our hands. So this is very important. Make your saving grace picks first, second, third. Make them right now. I will make mine. For first, give me Akane. For Blue Team. Now I know, Blue Team's been rocking it, they've been hip-hopping it, but I think Akane deserves some love in this series. I think she deserves another win under her belt, and I think today is the day she does it. For second place, give me my member of the squad, Nekomaru. He literally chopped Sayaka to bits because she was emergency food. I mean, like, yeah, that seems a little brutal, but I mean, like, he needed the protein, I guess. He needed the protein. So give me Nekomaru for second. Give me Gozu for third. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Masaru has been having a game, but I feel like the Great Gozu, when he pops off, he just kind of suddenly pops off, and I feel like it's going to be one of those days. So give me the Great Gozu for third. That's how I'm feeling. That's my picks, but you know how my picks go if we do know, if you know this correctly. But hey, it is indeed the Great Gozu. It is Akane, Nekomaru, Chisa, and Masaru. All caught in what we like to call a crisis. A crisis of fate. Your final 5, 1 or 2 or none will come out on top. Let's see how that unfolds. Let's proceed. And we see Nekomaru throws a Molotov at Gozu. The fire dissipates and Nekomaru is actually still okay. Masaru dyes his hair blue. He's like, you know what? Screw Red Team. Blue for life. But he's still on Red Team. Akane thinks the protagonist, or she's the protagonist, and actually Chisa's protagonist, and Akane's the antagonist. Who would have thunk? I think she was actually supposed to, like, originally be the antagonist. Or like a design of her was, and it looked pretty cool. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. We'll proceed though. Nobody perished. But Chisa is also like, you know what? AV Mania! Beats Gozu with a ladder, and Akane RKO's Nekomaru out of absolutely nowhere off of a cliff. Surprisingly, Akane also survives. Masaru does a sick kickflip. Sick. Nekomaru has perished, and he is the only one. For the Blue Barracudas, and for Blue Team, it's the saddest. No, it's just a terrible turnaround. Not the saddest of all moments, but that is my guy. That's the squad right there. Hit it. Nekomaru. You hate to see it. It is now 1 member of Blue Team versus 3 members of Red Team. This could be a make or break moment in terms of the scores for this season. We could be looking at a tie game. We could be looking at many different scenarios, actually. We could look at Red taking the lead for the very first time. Red Team in the long list of episodes that we've had this season, and this season is slowly but surely coming to a close, have never held the lead. Could that happen today? It's up to the great Gozu, Chisa, and Masaru, but they have to take down Akane. Are they able to do that? I don't know. We'll see what fate holds. A crisis of fate. Final four: Gozu, Chisa, Masaru, Akane. We'll proceed, and we see Akane stands outside of Gozu's camp with a candy pail. Gozu gives Akane a king-size candy bar. Chisa sees a shooting star and wishes Masaru just didn't exist. Come the morning, Masaru slowly fades out of existence. We have our final three. Blue team will get some points, but it's a matter of how many. Let's proceed. We got a day to get through. It could all be over. Is it over? It does not end. Chisa and Gozu insult each other relentlessly after getting into a bloody fight, and Akane was just being a clown. Unless there's an arena event, we haven't had one, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get one. We didn't. It's just Masaru. It's a terrible turnabout for Masaru. Both teams will be getting some amount of points today. If Akane perishes next, it's a tie game. Other than that, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Red cannot take the lead. Correct? It is impossible for Red team to take the lead. I think. I'm only like halfway looking at the scores, but we'll see. We'll see how that happens. We'll see what happens. Imagine if this was a championship episode. It would be all the more stressful because the scores are just that tight. They are that tight, but hey. Still a crisis. A fate. But it's our final three, and you know, here in Brand Steel, it could end in a moment's notice, just like this! It did not end just like this, but I do believe we guaranteed a tie game. I do believe that's a tie. In a team-building exercise, Chisa and Gozu tell each other what they hate about one another. Did you know? What is with these Komodos this game? What are they? Why? Why are they here? I knew it was gonna be a nightmare. I knew we rolled a 1. How could they? Akane's gone. She has been chomped by the Komodos. But now, it is a battle between Chisa and the great Gozu, and I have to ask you, between Red Team and Red Team, just who will it be? Chisa? Gozu? Both or neither? Interesting. Very interesting. We have Chisa and Gozu. They could tie, which would, I guess, technically give a lot of points to Red, because they would just get 10, and then Akane would just get 1. Like 10 together, they would get 10 for Red Team. That's actually kind of cracked. But if nobody wins, that's also very interesting. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But between Chisa and Gozu, who do you got? Chisa. Gozu, Chisa, former champion of champions. Gozu, 2-time tag team champion. Both have seen some success, but both want to go on to that finale. Both of them have represented for their team. And we'll see just what happens. What will unfold? Who will come out on top between Chisa and the great Gozu? As we proceed, we see Chisa declares her support for the squad. This summons Pimp Kazuichi to stab Chisa just like he did with Pablo. If you were rooting for Chisa, oh, you better be angry at Pimp Kazuichi. Pimp Kazuichi, I cannot believe this. In the final 2, he has the audacity to sneak into a game where he is not in and stab Chisa. Don't worry, I'll remember that. Chisa's been real wishy-washy with me this game, but at the end she was like, you know what, Avi? The squad, I support him. And then you had the audacity, Pimp Kazuichi, to take her out. This season is really writing itself towards AV Mania, and I'm really appreciating the RNG. Don't worry, Chisa, I'm fighting for you too at AV Mania. Fighting for you too. But you know, we think about AV Mania, we think about a Claire de Lune, because we do have to get one of those. Quick terrible turnabout 4. Akane, Chisa. You think about AV Mania, you think about fighting, you think about wrestling. You can only think of one man. And that man is your winner. From the Red Jaguars, maybe it was fate that the red themed team would come out on top as red team comes out on top. He fought his way to this point, and thus he fought his way to victory. And he fought his way to, I think, a tie. The Great Gozu moves on to championship action. So I was wrong. I only halfway looked at the scores. Red team definitely had 89. 89 already. So red team, for the first time this season, actually takes the lead. They take the lead today, thanks to Chisa and the Great Gozu. Akane, with that 1 point, helped blue team out just a little bit, but like, red team's taking the lead for the first time. Great Gozu in first place going on that championship match. Chisa second place, Akane third, Masaru in fourth, Nekomaru fifth, Tinko in sixth, Monica seventh, Maya eighth, Crazy Oko in ninth, and Kibo running off your top 10. Bring up the bracket. Gozu's there now, but more importantly, red team, for the first time in so many episodes, including OC action, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 episodes. Blue team has had the lead for 17 episodes straight, but in this 18th episode, red team finally gets one over on blue. Now, it's literally only a 2-point lead. This could be the only time they hold the lead this season. Blue team could just go back to dominating tomorrow. But for right now, red team has finally taken the lead. The first time all season. Is it a dream for members of the red team? Is it a dream for the team of red? Is it a dream for the Raging Reds? Oh, I don't know. As a certified sleep counselor, I don't know. But it feels like a dream for him. We'll scroll down and we'll see everybody else's statuses. Congratulations to the Great Gozu and congratulations to red team. I'd never thought it was possible, I'll be frank. I thought they were going to be in second place the entire season. But here we have a little bit of tension, a little bit of closeness. I'm glad it's so close. I'm glad it's just a 2-point season, because literally, it could have just been all blue all season, and that wouldn't have been fun. Now we got some tension. Now we're like, oh, we gotta come back as blue team, or red team's like, we gotta hold this lead. Now we got some tension. Let me know, sound off in the comments once again who you guys rooting for, blue team or red team. But now, we got something going on. It all started with Nekomaru taking out Nagisa, but it all ended with Chisa trying to support the squad. And then Kazuichi ended Chisa. We'll remember that. But just remember, also blue team, it was the Komodos that got rid of Akane in our hopes, so you know, if there's a real enemy of blue team, it's not red team, it's the Komodos. That's just what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Those are my words. We'll proceed though. Masaru had the most KOs. Chisa had 3. Akane, Great Gozu, Hiroko, Nekomaru all had 2. Everyone else with 1 or less. But the real statement here is that red team took the lead. The Red Jaguars, the best team. Blue Barracuda second best. The Green Monkeys third best. You see it right here, right there. Red Jaguars, congratulations to you. And I guess we can just go back to the reaping. Once again, congratulations. Major congrats to red team and the Great Gozu. Tomorrow we'll be back with tag team action. And it'll be a fun one. Maybe we'll see some totems get used. Maybe we'll see some fantastic things. Maybe a couple new items or a couple new perks. We'll have to wait and see. Should be a fun time. No, it should be also quite fantastic. But hey, now that this episode is over and done with, how about you let's go ahead and get a lay down. Yeah, it's getting late. No matter where you are right now, it's not no matter where you are, it's getting late, but like in a lot of places, it's getting kind of late. This episode was 45 minutes. Here, it's not really bedtime yet, but you know, might be time to just relax, unwind a little bit, go and just rest your mind. You don't have to rest your body right now. That's for sleep time. For some of you, it is sleep time. Stop watching and go to sleep. But for the rest of you, just rest your mind and get ready. Because tonight, I'm wishing you the greatest night of sleep that there's ever been. This is the Certified Sleep Counselor, United States Aviator, taking off. Stay classy. Year of the Zenith. Toonlink, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomala cars on this road. It's not the official road to AV Mania yet. That starts in August. That's when things start to really pop off. But August is really right around the corner. This is the... What day would this be? This is the 21st? Yeah, this is the 21st. August is in... Next Monday is August. This coming Monday is Christmas in July, but the Monday after that, August begins, and that's when we get the road to AV Mania. Stay classy. You're the Zenith. Toodaloo. Flight crew. Get some good rest. And thanks for watching.